Celtics, and McLeod will use one of those timeouts and bring the Suns over to the sideline. Take a look at the big guy on this play. Here he is at his aggressive best. Right back up, and it made it 36-27.
Talk about large. They get it to Havlicek. He gets a clean look and buries it. Unbelievable. It's game time. Are you ready? Hill. Oh, wow. Wow. Highlight film job. Blocked by Duncan and taken away by Duncan.
Red on the breakout. Catch, shoot, three. Yes! Michael Red, 57 points.
Fair again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Here's Carter for the tie. Yes, at the buzzer.
It's game time. Are you ready?
Oh, Bobby Jackson, what a shot.
Pass comes into Turkoglu. He fires out of the corner.
It's gone. At the buzzer. Dwight Crawford. Let's it go for three.
Pierce off the bounce in the paint, back to Delonte for the game. Yes! Delonte wins at the buzzer.
Mindy, that foul situation interesting.
Yes, the Suns have had the Celtics in foul trouble since very early in the quarter, and they haven't taken advantage of it, Brent. They haven't gone to the basket, driven to the basket, possibly picking up some more fouls. They've been doing a lot of outside shooting.
Well, let's see if John McLeod told them that during the timeout. Trailing by their biggest margin, 36-27, 3:46 to go first half. Perry from the perimeter. The Celtic defense continues to keep the Suns outside. JoJo White for Havlicek, who was open. Quickly to Dave Cowens, who had it knocked away as he started. No, he just lost control of it as he started up. Nobody got a hand on it.
That's one of those situations where you just get a little bit over anxious. Dave saw he had to clear past to the hoop, and he wanted to put the ball in the basket before he had control of it.
And Arsdale uses the glass in nice fashion. 36-29. Havlicek assaults the hoop. Adams taps it out, and Garfield Hurd gives it to Sobers. All Silas. They're getting just one shot down there. The Celtics are not letting him control that offensive glass at all. Behind White's back. JoJo with control. Leaves Silas all alone. Curtis Perry out to Van Arsdale. 2:40 to go first half. 36-29. 7-point Celtic lead. Van Arsdale. And Cowens kept Perry away. Hondo. Cowens, second chance. Didn't want to travel, passed it back, battled for the loose ball. Celtics credit Dave Cowens with a tremendous effort down there. It is Dave Cowens who has kept it down here at this end. Bomber.
That's a very difficult shot to be able to make with high consistency, and Charlie has really been taking some long shots. I know he probably feels good because he had the hot hand early.
Rick, from what I can see, they're really challenging Paul Silas to take some kind of a shot because Garherd is off of him and double-teaming Cowens.
1:50 first half. Garherd, Silas was there. tough defensive pressure. Charlie Scott running extremely well. Here's Hondo, the trailer. And Cowens there with the rookie, and Dave Cowens comes back up. There's a foul as he was battling against Alvin Adams.
The big difference in the ball game right now, as we watch this replay coming up, you'll see Cowens hustle, and he gets good inside position on Adams and just keeps him right out. The ball bounces off to him, gives a good fake, gets 2 men in the air, draws the foul against Adams. And there was no foul evidently on the shot.
Rick, it was before. It was a loose ball foul, therefore no shot.
2 fouls against Adams. They'll come the other way. Offensive foul against JoJo White as he swung around, peeling his man off, and Cowens arguing. They have called that on Cowens.
Right.
That's his 3rd foul. That's why he was complaining. We'll take a look at that in a moment on isolation again. That was not White. That's why Cowens was protesting. Perry up over Cowens. 36-31.
That could be a very big foul as far as the Celtics are concerned if Dave Cowens has to go to the bench.
Paul Westphal will check back in. Scott came past Ricky Sobers, trying to get in toward the basket that time on the penetration as Paul Westphal comes off the bench. I want to see this play again, Rick.
Well, let's see Dave Cowens' last foul. He hands off. He's going to set a screen. Let's see if he moves as the man comes off the screen. Here he goes. Passes off. He turns, and he did not touch Dick Van Arsdale. He was called for an offensive screen, but he did not make any contact. When he turned, the official, I imagine, did not have the good angle, thought that he made contact as he was turning, but he did not.
I thought they'd called it on JoJo with that left hand as he went past because he made a little contact that time.
When Dave went up the floor, what he was saying to Daryl Garrett, what he was saying to Jake O'Donnell was, I didn't touch the man, I didn't touch the man, and he was right.
He was also saying, I did move, I moved, but I have contact to call a foul.
Charlie Scott makes it 38-31. 1 minute left first half. Garfield Hurd to Alvin Adams, back to Hurd. Hey, that was a pretty pass.
That's some pass by Alvin Adams. In fact, he had to make it just perfect because Gar Hurd didn't expect it either.
Great passing center. The rookie of the year as the Celts come back. It's 38-33. Hondo. And the Suns can pull to within 3 points. The Phoenix Suns will take an 8 count repeatedly, but it's almost impossible down here to get that 10 count on this team.
Well, they will now be an opportunity to cut this lead, as you pointed out, down to 3 points, and this is really great for them because they're trailing by 9, and to be able to go in trailing only by 3 at halftime will be a big psychological advantage for them.
13 seconds on the shot clock. Sobers up against the double team. Van Arsdale thought he was fouled. Celts with control. Last shot time.
Conversely, if the Celts can score here, it's a great big play for them.
Scott off the side. We've got 2 seconds. Garfield Hurd, that won't count. It's a 5-point lead as the 2 teams go off the floor here in Game 6 of the NBA Championship. 24 minutes left in regulation time. Will the Celtics wrap it up?
Pushing ahead, Monte. Back to BD.
Pass goes to Andre Miller, right baseline. In traffic, tries to score on a reverse. He does. Count the basket.
Ginobili, pick and roll to Tim. And the dunk. Net and rush it to fourth court. Nash to Stoudemire for the jam. That is some vintage Phoenix Suns basketball.
set against Brasso, and the baby hook is good.
Run out ahead to Terry. One man to beat. It's Ridnour into the lane to the glass. Terry lays it in.
Back at the Coliseum in Phoenix, the second half about to begin. A very low-scoring first half. Red Auerbach, the general manager and the chairman of the Celtics board, Irv Levin, watching all of the action here. This has been a terribly exciting series in both of these cities, Boston and Phoenix. At first, the Boston fans didn't believe in the Phoenix Suns. You take a look at what two tired basketball teams did in the first half. I want to make a prediction. I think both teams are going to come out here and battle for their lives in the last 24 minutes. Celtics do not want a seventh game. That's like shooting crap, and maybe the dice will be loaded. You know a lot about that seventh game business, Rick Barry.
Well, that's for sure. You play all season long to get that home court advantage, but sometimes it backfires on you. You have a little bit of a letdown for just a short period of time, and you're on the bottom side of the scoreboard, and that's what the Suns did to us.
The Suns will be starting out with Sobers, Westfall, Hurd, Adams, and Curtis Perry. Sobers over his head to Adams on the turnaround. Alvin Adams scored only 5 points in that first half, Rick.
Right, he wasn't taking too many shots. Dave Cowens was all over him. That time they had a mismatch with Charlie Scott on him. Made a good play getting it into him.
Celtics lead by 3 in their quest for a 13th NBA championship. Cowens picks off Perry. Adams was there on the switch. JoJo gets inside as the shot clock goes down. A pretty play.
That shot clock was down to 2 seconds as JoJo made his move, and the Suns should have put a little more pressure on. They played tough defense for 22 seconds and then had a letdown.
Three seconds.
That voice you heard, Brent, was the voice of Paul Silas.
Celtics lead it by 5. Havlicek up over Curtis Perry, made it a 7-point margin. Scott, White, Silas, Cowens, and Havlicek go back on the defensive for Tommy Heinsohn and assistant coach John Killalay. Adams. And Perry takes it away from Hondo, and JoJo White rotated back. Good defensive play by Curtis Perry. Shot clock did not recycle. They've got 5 seconds. Havlicek. Here come the Suns, trailing it by 7. Cowens with 3 fouls out on Alvin Adams. Sobers with the miss. Silas quickly to White. It's 2-on-1. Scott's on his right. Here's Charlie. Waited for Curtis Perry to get past him and then put down his 15th and his 16th points of this game so far. With the Phoenix Suns calling a timeout. The Boston Celtics turn the heat up. It's 44-35. Celtics 9:40 in the third. Rick and Mendy, John McLeod and Al Bianchi need someone to give them a little bit of a lift out there. One of those Paul Westfall type sequences that we saw Friday night. They've been down a little bit.
Well, the crowd's trying to get behind their team. Of course, the Boston Celtics trying to get a little bit of a spurt right now, try to put the Suns out of it.
Sobers took it back on a give and go and just wouldn't stay down. Alvin Adams was the man wheeling the pass. White underhand. Perry tapped it back, and it was Charlie Scott who's playing his best game of the championship. Oh, Silas dove across. Cowens took it himself.